So even with the release of Noel's new story, the new story event, Noel coming out, Locke's return, we even got the Trick or Treat campaign going on, which is going to be a part of our spooky Oktoberfest. We have a new event here where you can come in here, get a bunch of tokens. You get so much where you can get all the stuff. I've already collected everything. I did it last night, but there's power tokens, power stones, a bunch of goodies like tier 5 high shards, bunch of high shards, more tickets and everything. So make sure you guys drop a book. It took me three times books in order to be able to get this done, which is really neat, which is really good, and it is only part 1 of the campaign, so look forward to, you know, more stuff to come to the future. And the main meat of this, which is what everyone's been patiently waiting for, is the EX Power Token Exchange, a part of the Start Dash campaign. Which, by the way, speaking of the Start Dash campaign, the banner with Cloud, Lightning, and Squall is a relatively good banner to get a start onto the game, as well as picking up Cloud, because he's going to be a very important character come next month, because he's going to be one of the first characters to get EX Plus. I've been talking about it a long time. And Squall and Lightning are also very good future investments if you can scoop them up. But let's go ahead. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about the main meat of what's going on here. This stuff, we get EX power tokens from the event tab. Make sure you check that. There'll be daily things where you can get one token a day. Once you get 10, you can come here and choose an EX of your liking. Now, much like our resources, this could also be a very important pick for the upcoming Chaos Era, and it is unknown if these tokens themselves will carry over to the next time it rolls around. So if you don't already have all these EXs, it could be good to choose one just in case they don't carry over and we do have to refarm them, which we will have to do. If you have every EX here, you have some crazy luck, and I want that. But if you don't, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about, I'm not going to do like a top 5 fashion. I'm just going to talk about the ones that I feel are really important to pick, and we're just going to go down the list. We're going to start off with Warrior of Light's Ice Brand. Now, we know Warrior of Light. We know how crazy good Warrior of Light is. We know how insane Warrior of Light is. This is pretty much a no-brainer as to why I think it's good that you get Warrior of Light's EX from this. He's one of the first characters to get EX Plus when he drops with the Garland event, alongside of Garland with the Garland event. And he's also one of those characters who's still crazy good, even not at max EX Plus. You can just pretty much just EX Plus it and not max limit break it, and Warrior of Light will still perform and still slap around some chaoses like it's easy. Warrior of Light doesn't need much explanation. He is one of the top picks of this shop. If you don't have it but you have him built up, I do highly recommend that you pick up this weapon. This one's gonna go out into left field. A lot of people are gonna say like it's kind of skippable. I think Furion's EX is nothing to nothing to just bat an eye at. He is going to be one of the few characters who start out the EX Plus era, as he's going to get his EX Plus alongside of Emperor. When Emperor drops, he's like the 3rd or 4th character event in the Chaos Plus era. And what Furion gets in the ways of an EX Plus is incredible. Like, it makes his utility skyrocket, and his like the HP he regains is now also given to the party, which can transmit to Brave, which can go to the party. Honestly, he's a fantastic character in his own way, in his own rights. He has great utility, and I feel like the EX just makes him that much better, because he can dish out more damage, and when he goes plus, he has good utility. I think Furion, while he may not be the most important prize in this list, I feel that he's nothing to just bat an eye at. I feel like he can do the job. Next up, we're going to talk about Dark Knight Cecil. Now, Dark Knight Cecil doesn't get an EX Plus when the Chaos Era starts. I'm not too sure if he has one just yet. I believe he does in the future. I'm not too sure. I don't really look at Dark Paladin Cecil all that much, but what he does get is he does get a rework and a level 70 in the Awakening badge when that Cloud comes in. And let me tell you, that rework is incredible. Like Dark Knight Cecil gets tons better. He even gets some crazy utility with his 35 CP, which auto launches and regains Brave. He becomes a disgustingly good character and something that you could grab and have, because this EX weapon doesn't return all that often. So I mean, it's not, again, it's a kind of a Furion thing where it's not like a top prize, but like if you already have other EXs and you're looking to scoop this one up, it's a great EX, and on top of a character with a fantastic rework that comes out in the future. We're gonna scroll down a little bit. We're gonna go down to, listen, I've been talking about it for a long time now. We already know that Cloud is one of the first EX Plus characters, and rightfully so. He is incredible when he gets his EX Plus. The EX Plus is absolutely fantastic. Meteor Ray now hits twice. The buff lasts longer. It does more. The stun rate goes even higher outside of his Plus version for his cross slash and everything, and his finishing touch gets more uses. Cloud just becomes phenomenal. He is another top pick off of the EX token shop. If you don't have it, I do highly recommend picking it up. We're going to scroll down a little bit further, and next up is going to be Tidus. Now, Tidus is another one of the characters. He comes out in the second Awakening badge. The second Awakening badge post Chaos Era, and with the return of his EX that goes plus. Tidus becomes a monster, a turn rate monster. He becomes absolutely insane. And like the damage that this man can do without taking turns is absolutely incredible. His quick hit turns into an all HP attack. His buff that he gets that turns his quick hit into an slash combo into their plus variants lasts much longer than 3 turns, which is, oh god, thank you so much. And his EX overflows and still does 100 AoE%. He honestly, I feel like he's a phenomenal character. I feel like he's going to be one of the game changers for you in the EX Plus era. And that's pretty much it on the highly... Oh, no, it's not. Y'shtola is another one that I highly recommend picking up. Her EX Plus is phenomenal. She's a game changer. Everything that she gets with the EX Plus, her EX Plus, just makes the utility skyrocket. It recharges a lot faster. As you can see, it's slow. It's at a very slow recast speed. It starts out in the beginning of the battle, and it gives her a new buff and everything. It makes everything that Y'shtola did 10 times better. She gets an HP attack plus, and the utility that this girl offers to the party is phenomenal. She'll save you so more often than not, especially with an EX that recharges everyone and their HP and Brave back to full. She's an absolutely beast of a character, and I do highly recommend another character to be picked up. Now, if you have all the characters that I mentioned and you're looking to just grab an EX that you don't have and are looking for a future investment, there are only a few here that I do highly recommend. You guys know how much I already don't want to talk about this, but Lightning does become insane. She gets Lightning in Peril, Lightning Enchant, which she already had. She becomes a turn rate goddess, and Lightning, there have been multiple chaoses that Lightning can actually solo because of her damage efficiency. And she still fits really well on a team. There are characters that run much better solo. Cloud of Darkness is one of them, but Lightning still works really well on a team. She becomes insanely good. Other future investments would definitely be, I'm gonna say, Terra. Terra does get a massive change with her EX Plus, and she becomes a lot better. She comes out alongside of Gao, who I will be pulling for because he looks awesome. But she gets a lot more skill usages, she gets a lot more efficiency and everything. She does insane amount of damage, good splash damage and everything, good shared damage. She becomes an exceptional damage dealer, on top of the damage dealer that she pretty much already is. And then last but not least, Bartz. Bartz pretty much just amplifies everything that he does. Bartz is already insanely good when it comes to utility. He's great at breaking. His EX fires off every other turn, and it now does splash damage and even offers even more brave to the party. Absolutely fantastic character with a fantastic EX plus. 100% a great future character to have. So that'll pretty much do it for me. If you have all the weapons that I mentioned, feel free to just scoop up the ones that, you know, you don't have, because that's kind of the point. And then if you have every character here, you have the luck of the gods. Okay? There's nothing else I can do for you. But absolutely fantastic. There's a lot going on this month. I'm looking forward to part 2. We're going to be getting more free multis and stuff. The spooky Halloweeny stuff, eventy stuff, we're going to be sticking with it for the rest of the month of October, and I'm super excited. So make sure you're farming the trick-or-treat, get all the goodies from there, get all the sweet candy and stuff. Make sure you're choosing your targets wisely for the EX token shop. Those are just my personal picks. Like I said, just feel free to grab pretty much whoever you want. And now is the best time to scoop up any of these 3 characters here. If you don't have any of these characters and you're missing specific ones, this is a good time to pick them up. Cloud is going to be a staple when the Chaos Era does start, and Squall and Lightning are both very good future investments to have for when they go EX+. But thanks for watching, guys. That'll do it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.